ArsenalFanTV, it was such a close game in the end. In the end, a game that I felt we were cruising in.
Yeah, that's the 17th time, Robbie, we've scored a goal in the last 10 minutes of games this season. That shows the value of playing to the end.
What is that? Is that showing that there's a new resilience in Arsenal? Because, you know, Arsenal get criticised a lot for being weak, being soft, but we are scoring last-minute goals. We are coming back in games. We are showing a lot of fight. Even Wenger got sent off today.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and the good thing was that when they went back to 1-1, Robbie, they wanted to go down the other end and get the winning goal, which was good to see. I think the disappointing thing was we worked so hard to get the lead today because Burnley set up in a 4-4-2. They play very narrow. I was a bit alarmed when I saw our line-up, to be honest, because we don't have enough width in that team at the moment. Walcott and Bella in a massive miss down the right-hand side. Nacho Monreal, very good in combination play on the left-hand side, but his crossing is awful. And as a result of that, we look heavily reliant on Alexis Sanchez at the moment, and he drove the team over the line. The disappointing thing was we worked so hard to get the lead for Mustafi's header, and then Granit Xhaka, absolute pure moment of madness. And I have to say, for all his qualities, he's our marquee signing. At the moment, his record so far this season is he's now been sent off twice. He's given away 2 penalties in games, and he also cost us a goal with a back pass straight across the defence to Sigurdsson when we played Swansea here.
Liability for you at the moment?
At the moment, it's looking like money not well spent, I have to say. And I think.
But do you think he's a liability at the moment? You know, what you've just described there, I mean, that could have cost us seriously. I'm not trying to put the words into your mouth or write any headlines or anything. I'm just saying that it is, at the moment, he is almost being a bit of a liability at the moment.
He's making a lot of bad errors of judgment at the moment, and why he went into that tackle in that area of the pitch. And I think you saw today with him and Ramsey, they're very much box-to-box midfielders, and a lot of people don't realise that Coquelin offers that protection in front of the back four. The disappointing thing is, yes, he is costing us big time, and I think Wenger made a mistake in the summer. I do honestly think that now. There were better midfielders who he could have got in that position, and I think Conte at Chelsea is proving to be the buy of the season and one of the reasons why they are ahead in the title race. I think Xhaka, we've invested a lot of money in him, so obviously he needs to get better in his decision making, but at the moment he's making too many mistakes and he's costing us. And it's a second, it reminded me a lot of the Swansea game where we were hanging on, and in the end, obviously, as is becoming a thing at the moment with games in the Premier League, the referee's having a big outcome in the results. I think with Wenger, I think today, once he went with that formation and Burnley concede possession, they have the lowest pass completion rate in the league, and they're quite happy to give you the ball, and obviously they play narrow and you try and get it through the middle. I think he had to change it. The one thing about Tottenham yesterday, Tottenham were totally outplayed by Manchester City. Should have lost the game, but Pochettino changed it in the middle of the game. He changed formations to get something out of that game. And this is where Wenger, I think, sometimes is tactically not astute. And these younger managers like Klopp and Pochettino are showing the way forward.
But he didn't have to change it, did he? I mean, when you think about it, we were 1-0 up. So, you know, with what he went with, we were 1-0 up and comfortable. The person who changed it really was Granit Xhaka, because he then changes it. You know, I felt sorry for guys like Ox and that you know, who are on the sidelines, because that now means that their chances of coming on are very slim, because you've got to go try and hold on to what you got.
No, I would have changed it half time. It was they were keeping us to long shots. Although we had 14 shots at goal, they were all sort of like easy saves for Heaton. We had a lot of possession, but we were struggling to break them down. I would have changed it at half time. Now, when we play these harder fixtures coming up, you said about the league title, our record against the top 6 sides this season is dreadful. If we don't improve that, we're not going to challenge for the league title. And if Wenger doesn't challenge for the league title, that obviously leaves his contract situation hanging in the air. He's got to change the formation, and when we play these big teams, that's why the Xhaka sending off today was madness, really, because he had the great chance to go to the game against Chelsea with 3 central midfield. He could have played Coquelin holding in front of the back four, he could have played Xhaka passing through the lines, and he could have Ramsey pressing forward. He's now lost that opportunity, I think, to play a that sort of 4-3-3. I know he doesn't like playing 4-3-3, but we could have been more solid in that Chelsea game, and I think that's, at the moment, the Xhaka signing at £30-odd million is looking, at the moment, not value for money, Robbie.